We're Zadida, and this is Michiana Pizza Review.
Hey Zoddies, welcome back. Episode 86. We went to Verona Pizza in Valparaiso. Didn't have any information on this place. I just knew that I saw an advertisement on Facebook that they do family karaoke on Fridays. Thought what a wonderful time for our sweet little Lemmy Winks to let her pipes loose. She's got some talent, so let's let everybody else experience that talent as well. Yeah. Is that better? Whatever. Anyway, live studio audience. Alright, so thin crust, sausage, mushroom, garlic. We didn't push for the pie cut because when they're busy, we don't want to
There was a lot of people there.
It was quite busy. So ordered a salad, ordered a pizza, got our names in for karaoke, and then we were just waiting. They got the choice between the crumbly sausage and the chunk sausage. First pizza came out with the chunk sausage, and I was like, she just picks the chunks off, usually depending on where it's from. So I was like, the crumbly is going to be the one we definitely want to try more. So had a couple bites of the first one and waited for the second one to come out. Take a drink from my IU cup here. Always good to pause for effect. So what did you think about it there?
Okay, so the sauce was very strong. I liked it at first, but when I started eating the pizza, my first couple bites were good, but when I started eating the pizza, I was realizing a few things. So the sauce is very strong,
a little bit more intense than you like.
Yeah.
Kind of oregano forward, So I picked the slices that we reheated. I picked the most.
The toppings were all like this, and all the toppings were falling off.
If you look at on Facebook,
there's no cheese right there.
So at the
it
edge.
only goes right there.
So we'll sit that. But yeah. So I'll keep going, I guess.
So we did not realize the garlic a lot. Same with the mushrooms.
And
the sausage wasn't that crumbly, so
it wasn't, but it was better. It was better for her than the chunk.
Yeah.
I had a couple bites of the first bits. So the first one came out a little bit more well done the way we like it, and cheese was closer to the edge. I picked the pieces that had the most cheese on the edge, pieces that we ate, and the pieces upstairs, like the corner pieces on the tavern cut. There's not even any cheese on the corner pieces. You can look at the pictures on Facebook and you'll see it. What did you score it? And
I haven't gave this score in a long time, but I gave it a 3.
3 out of 5.
Yeah.
So biggest issues, like I said, sauce was more of a robust sauce, but they do a deep dish, so I think they're using the sauce for both versions. Sometimes you'll see a place use a different sauce for each because usually a more robust sauce goes onto the deep dish. Thin crust versus their hand toss, I don't really know the difference that they have. I saw a couple that were their regular crust was quite thick, and their thin crust was a little bit thicker than we're used to for a thin crust. I noticed, it was very sparse on garlic. I wasn't sure that they even put garlic in it, to be honest. And then I saw a couple little bits of garlic here on the edge where there wasn't any cheese. So we were assured that there was garlic on there. As for mushroom, there wasn't a whole lot of mushroom going on. I mean, so what are you doing? No. Come on. Attention deficit generation, I guess, right there. The 3 out of 5, I completely understand. I probably will go with the same exact score while we ate it there. But that's why we do the reheat, see if it reheats a little bit different. But the crust came out very blonde on the second pizza. Like she said, the toppings were all in the middle. And we usually don't even eat the middle pieces because the middle pieces don't give us the full picture. We want to get the edge crust to get the entire review going. So the middle pieces we just eat as a snack some other time, and it doesn't. But those are the only pieces that were covered with cheese. So we'll both go with 3. I'm cool with that. I thought the sausage was pretty good both ways. The crumbly sausage was noticeably better. I think the pick and pop sausage. Honestly, she pulled off a couple pieces because we had a couple slices while we waited for the next pizza. It didn't really have much flavor, honestly.
Yeah.
So, but threes out of 5 for both of those. I will say the first pizza I did like better, even though it had, because I'll eat either type of sausage, but it came out a little bit more well done, and it came out with a thinner crust. Second one was less well done. Toppings were more sparse, all crushed to the middle, so the cheese wasn't even present on some of the pieces.
And like some of them are like, it kind of looks like some of them are cooked a teensy bit more than others.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. These are the one, like, this is from the previous. I just saved a piece just as a reference point to show that. Okay, this is the second one we got. This is the first one we got. Thin crust, not quite as thin. So if they had done the crumbly sausage on the first one, probably would have been a higher score. I'm just gonna put it out there. Second pizza, it's like if we could get a second pizza because the first one was messed up. Tell the people, hey, this is a remake. Whatever. Just saying. All right. Well, let's get into it. Which one do you want? This one's not. This one's from the.
Okay.
It's one of these 3. That was the reference point slice.
Okay.
All right, go with that one?
Yeah.
I'll go with this mega piece. Well, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Well, you can do that. I'm showing how thick the thin crust is. Not very thin, but
I feel like when you before you get to the like main crust, it's not that crunchy.
It's a fair amount of crunch, but there is a lot of like I showed you the strata. There is some extra dough that doesn't need to be present. I'm actually absorbing some of the sauce, which may actually help it on the review. Yeah, the mushrooms were like little tiny bits, and then you're not getting the texture from the mushrooms, which is part of the whole fun of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think it obviously 370 in the air fryer, 4 to 5 minutes. Check it at 4, see where it's at. Got a decent amount of crisp, but crust wasn't anything noticeably special. To be truthful and honest. Crumbly sausage does have a lot more flavor than the pick sausage. I rather enjoy I think their crumbly sausage is pretty darn good. Crumbly always is going to have a lot more chance to gain flavor in the cooking process, so. Almost always. All right. Let's test out this edge here. So the edge, it's kind of like a cracker, which is kind of what we're going for when you get the 80 style thin crust. Is kind of the intention to have that cracker consistency, but a little bit thinner of a cracker. It's a very thick cracker, you know. So on the reheat, did it go up or down for you?
Up.
It went up. Being that.
What about you?
Being that it had more time, that since it was able to cook more.
Uh-huh.
As we did intentionally ask for it to be well done, just because I saw the pizzas around and I saw the crust was coming up pretty blonde. Anyway, I'm gonna try the piece from the original pizza, which had the crumbly sausage been on there, it would have been higher because it was prepared better. The first pizza that we had the wrong toppings on was prepared better. No. Yeah. Take a drink.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay.
It's better.
Better.
That first pizza we got was a lot better. First pizza, noticeably more well done, better toppings coverage. If it were just the crumbly sausage on there originally, and it was, I mean, it's thinner, it's well done, it's got more crisp to it, it's got more toppings coverage, it's all the thing, like, so they've got the capability to do it, just making sure that it happens. This would have been in the upper threes, close to a 4, almost guaranteed. Yeah. And that edge, no difference in size. Hefty, a little too hefty for a thin. First one was done right, except for the sausage choice. You want to take a bite of the...
Crunchier.
It's got all the characteristics. The potential's there. So, 3 there for both of us. Before this piece, and we'll talk about this piece in the secondary review of that. When you had your first piece, you said it went up a little bit, or did you say it went up a decent amount?
It went up a little bit.
How much did it go up from a 3? Like I said, we always do this on the fly. No pre-production meetings. We want honest answers only. No bias. So.
I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
3.5. It's fair. Thought it went up 3.25. So, our actual scores for that. Both of us had 3 there. She went 3.5. I went 3.25. It's a 3 point. We'll go 3.1875. If the first pizza would have had the crumbly sausage on it, this review would have gone better.
Definitely.
I mean, to say, the review went fine. The review would have had a higher score. So, they would have been knocking on 4s. They would have been knocking on 4s out of 5. So, we're talking in really good range, like quality pizza. No question that there's quality ingredients. It just, this pizza didn't work out so well.
Yeah.
But, can't all be winners.
Yeah.
Well, it's pizza, so it is a winner. They can't all be champions. Yeah, they'd be knocking on 4s. But that's why we do the review. Both 3 there. 3.25, 3.5 on the reheat. Noted improvement because it got it closer to the well done. Toppings need to be more equally distributed. Crust needs to be a little bit thinner. But overall, it's pizza. What you got to say?
Yeah.
So, until next time, that's why we do it. Episode 87. I have no idea what we're going to do. Maybe it'll get warm out and I'll get the pizza oven back out, and then I'll invite people over to tell me how good or disappointing my pizza is. We'll see. We're always up for fun. Remember, like the video, subscribe. We're trying to get those numbers up a little bit. There's not going to be any notifications. We're not going to bother you. We would never bother you. We just love pizza. And if you love pizza as much as us, come hang out. And we'll get back to doing some pizza parties too. So, once again, we put our money where our mouth is. We don't just review pizza. Come and review me sometime. Get those dates out very soon. Until then, talk to you later. Bye, Zotties.